The National Weather Service's Climate Prediction Center recently released its winter outlook.
In this week's WeatherWise, meteorologist Stone Schaefer is going over some of the trends and details from it.
To start this off, what pattern are we in? Well, we're in a La Nina watch right now. The Climate Prediction Center is anticipating a transition from ISO-neutral to La Nina, likely from September to December. We're already seeing that transition, and La Nina will persist through at least March. Now, after that, it will transition most likely back into ISO-neutral, and then we'll know more once we get into that season. But what is La Nina? Well, normally our trade winds blow from east to west, and they push warm air at the surface of the ocean out into the Pacific. Well, in a La Nina year, those winds are a lot heavier, and they push so strong that they pull cold, deep water up to the surface, and that has an impact on us here in the United States. We'll see cooler temperatures across the north, maybe cooler and wetter conditions out there to the far west. You have dry and warm conditions down there in the south in states like Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, New Mexico, and then maybe a little bit wetter out there in areas like Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, and Tennessee. So what does the sea surface temperature forecast look like for us? Well, we can see that trend down to below, sort of into those negative temperatures, below average, where we're getting down to almost below 1 there right around November, December, January, before returning back into neutral. So how does that play out for us? Well, we can see here's 2024 numbers. We were right around 0 for July through August, getting right around negative 0.11, and then right around negative 0.35 or below 0.35 from August to October. And I went back and I dug out other years that had very similar sea surface temperature anomalies. And what we found was, well, in 1962 and 1963, we had similar numbers. We only got 21 inches of snow. That was ranked 124th all time out of 139 years. But then the next closest sea surface temperature anomaly was in 1983 to 1984, where we got 66.5 inches of snow. That was around ranked 13th. So there really isn't a pattern trend for what we see. We look at our top 10 snow amounts, and they're even more all over the place, with strong La Nina years and weak La Nina years, and even some neutral years where we see quite a bit of snow. So there's not a pattern we can see with those sea surface temperature numbers. But what we do see is the Climate Prediction Center in their outlook gave areas towards the Great Lakes and up to the Northwest sort of that wetter outlook for the months of December through February. For us, we're right in that area being equal chances of wetter or drier. I anticipate we're going to see more snow than what we did last year, but not as extreme as what we had 2 winters ago. Probably right around averages, is right around 50 inches, and then down to the south of being a little bit drier in states like Texas, New Mexico, and Arizona. When we come to temperatures, well, we're looking to be colder than average. Reminder, average gets down to the 30s once we get deep into the winter. So being colder than average, well, that means we're going to have a cold one up ahead if things sort of continue to play out like they anticipate. And remember to continue to send in your questions so I can answer them here weekly on WeatherWise.
And you can do that by going to kxnet.com, clicking on weather, and then WeatherWise.
There you will see a link that lets you submit your question.